Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
180! Come on now, come on now. 20. Real. 25, check 25. Hurry. Move. Hurry. 50 seconds left. Come on. Hey, alert 33. Hurry. Let's go one more. Alert. Check 6 guys. Kill. I got it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing... some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Hurry! He's crashing. King!
A run for Nick Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Seibert's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Joe Mixon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Ready? Blue ready. Check 53. Right now, ready. Check even. Check 99.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Howard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Chubb running right, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Sponge.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Set, 180. Crunch time, defense.
Now a run with Anderson, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, Alpha. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Watch the safety creep.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got a man open, it's Ross. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make our score 9-0. Heck of a boost right there into the locker room. A long field goal try, and he got it to go.
That's the basketball equivalent of a half-court shot at the buzzer, and guess what? They both count 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. 53's mine. Check. Easy. Get him. Flip it. 53's in the house.
They go play action. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
50 seconds to Mike. Tackles. Up. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Come on, baby.
Mayfield looks to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check 55, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Point it right. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, orbit. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Hey, check Mike. Hurry. Watch 55. I'm going to come back to you.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go again. Hurry.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 16-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
We got double up, double up. Check 9, check 9. Check 37, check 37. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have 1 right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. Let's go! 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Browns take over 1st and 10. 47-yard line.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Now Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
And again, it's Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Third down and 12.
The Browns on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Mayfield now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jameis now on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Check. Hey, switch gears.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Nixon will try the right side, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Winston on fourth down. Now a desperation. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the